Hello, everybody, and welcome to an all-new installment of Press YYZ Reacts. Normally, we're the only Canadian gaming podcast that you can catch live on Twitch every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST, as well as on podcast services and YouTube every Thursday. But right now, we're getting ready to react to the latest Pokemon Presents presentation, I suppose? Kind of weird that they call themselves Pokemon Presents, to be honest. Kind of wish that they'd call themselves a Pokemon Direct. Used to call themselves a Pokemon Direct. Not sure why they changed it. My name is Alexander Kazina, and I am joined by Mr. Mitch George, who is currently doing his own stuff on his own Twitch channel. I will be unmuting him in a second, or rather, he will be unmuting me, or rather, we will be unmuting each other. Before I do that, though, a reminder, as always, that we here at Press YYZ stand against discrimination of... It seems like Mitch has gone AFK. Don't worry, he'll be right back. There we go. A reminder, as always, that we here at Press YYZ stand against discrimination of any kind. While I appreciate however you choose to give it back to our show, there's no better way to support us than by being excellent to each other. Okay, with that out of the way, I guess... I didn't really kind of give Mitch a signal earlier indicating when I'd be ready for him to come and join me in my conversation. Mitch, if you can hear me, you can unmute myself, or I can unmute you, or we can unmute each other, and you can join back in on the conversation. I'll also shoot you a message on Discord, letting you know. Whew. We're going live a little bit early today, in part because we wanted to take a little bit of time to kind of discuss our predictions, hopes, dreams, fears, anythings ahead of today's Pokemon Presents. Certainly there's a lot riding on this presentation. We're going to be getting updates on the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. We're going to be getting updates on Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Back.
At 28 minutes long, we're going to be getting information.
Hey, Cozy.
Hello.
I am back, and you will be back on my stream momentarily.
Okay.
And you're back. There he is, Mr. Alexander Kozina.
Perfect. So, yeah.
It kind of came together last minute, Kyle, but next one for sure. Don't you worry about it. Yeah, it was weird before OU Big Mad. It was doing all this like weird robot-y stuff. You ever have issues? Do you have NVIDIA broadcast running, Cozy?
No.
Okay. Yeah, no. It hates me sometimes.
I mean, I experimented with it a little bit a couple of months ago, and I just was like, this is something that's extraneous and that I don't really feel like I need to implement, really.
All right. Night Size in my chat wants to get right into the nitty-gritty of it. Sure. Predictions, what are we excited about? And we better catch a Lugia, apparently. We'll try. We'll definitely try to catch a Lugia
in Pokemon Go? I can open
go,
Pokemon Go now.
Let's go. Well, actually, Let's Go wouldn't work. You get in Sword and Shield, right? It's one of those max raid battle bosses.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's get into today Pokemon presentation. We know we're getting news on Diamond Pearl remakes. We're getting news on Arceus. We don't know what else we're going to... First off, are you Team Arceus or Team Arceus?
I'm going to go ahead and just say Arceus.
Arceus? I flip-flop between the two. I'm not sure what the actual pronunciation is, so I'm going to go with Arceus for today, just so we're different.
I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, the Pokemon company themselves have been very inconsistent in terms of...
We'll see what they say today.
So,
yeah, we'll see what they say today. Maybe today they'll finally confirm the actual pronunciation of that name. But
I'm certain
that being said, we know we're getting
presentation too. But
no, we just got the trailer, right? It ended on that trailer, and then it was just they didn't talk about the game at all. That being said, what are you expecting or predicting that we're going to see today, either for those two games or outside of those two games?
I mean, I feel like it's almost a foregone conclusion right now on social media that we're going to get a delay on Pokemon Legends Arceus. So moving that aside and talking about what actual content we're going to get from that game and Diamond and Pearl, you know, it's funny, like we knew about The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for quite a period of time before its release, but it was really only within the 6 months leading up to its actual release that Nintendo really swung open the door and unveiled everything that there was about that game to know about it. That's where we learned about the very kind of physics-rich nature of its world, about its cooking mechanics, about all the things that we now typically associate with Breath of the Wild. And so,
yeah, Breath of the Wild, just to give context, was in development for 5 years, announced in 2014, and then finally released in 2017.
Yeah, and it was in like the E3 2016 period when we had that Nintendo E3 showcase that was exclusively Breath of the Wild, where we again really learned all there is to learn about it. And so that's what makes this direct interesting, because if they are delaying Pokemon Legends Arceus later into 2022, then you wonder how much information about the game that they're going to show off here, because they might withhold a little bit more if that's the case. I do expect we will get something or other, though. I'd have to imagine maybe we'll get maybe a little bit more of an overview on how battles will work in the game, maybe a bit more of an overview on, how
catching mechanics,
how you'll interact with the overworld a little bit more extensively.
I know people want to compare this with Breath of the Wild, to have this be Pokemon's version of Breath of the Wild. I don't think it will be, and it's going to disappoint some people in that regard. I came into this wanting a delay for both the remakes and Pokemon Legends Arceus, because I want these games to be incredible when they do eventually launch on the Nintendo Switch. But I'm kind of at a point now, I don't think they would have put dates, like hard dates on these, if they weren't sure they were going to hit it. So I actually still think, even against my better judgment, that we're going to see both of them launch on the dates they originally announced on. That being said, I feel like the Pokemon Company has historically been like, they polish into the late stages of these games' developments. We saw that with Sword and Shield, and even post-launch, a lot of questions about the textures and things like that. And I think that will still persist in Legends Arceus. And we know that the Diamond Pearl remakes were externally sourced, which I think is even more reason why those are going to come out when they were announced, or for the announced release date in November, because there are contractual reasons with external parties and things like that. But that being said, outside of so I think those two are going to come out when they're going to come out. I think Diamond and Pearl, I'm worried there isn't going to be enough new content in these remakes, because we've seen previously with remakes of Gens 1 through 3, there were additions to it. I mean, the Gen 2 remakes are some of the best, most widely regarded remakes in the Pokemon series, but they didn't add a ton to the game or to the experience, other than, overworld Pokemon following you. The Red and Blue remakes on the GBA added the Sevi Islands, and on Switch, it was a totally new catching mechanics, integration with Pokemon Go, all of that. And then the Gen 3 remakes added the flight mechanics, the wormholes, all of that fun stuff that we had on the 3DS. I'm concerned we're not going to get something to that level for Diamond and Pearl, and it's going to be very much a like-for-like remake. That being said, to be able to go back to the underground and do fossil searches with friends, which I didn't really do when those originally came out, because I didn't really have friends that were super into Pokemon, and then the Union Room and things like that. It's going to be a lot of fun to get back into those features with being a more online focused gamer now than I was when those games first released.
Yeah, all the underground stuff in the original versions of Diamond and Pearl was a really novel idea, but kind of tricky to execute in person. But nevertheless, it's interesting. When they first unveiled Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they unveiled alongside those games the key / box art for those games, which showed off altered forms of Groudon and Kyogre, suggesting that the experience we were going to be getting was not going to be exactly like what we had before. And lo and behold, Groudon and Kyogre were unveiled to be in their primal forms on their box arts, and that somewhat altered the course of the game's narrative late into the game. Thus far, Dialga and Palkia look exactly as we expect them to, which I think has led to speculation of, well, are there going to be alternate forms to them in this game or not? I would expect that they'll probably be shaking things up in some regard. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. So. I previously talked about this on a normal episode of Press YYZ, that if the extent of their improvements that they're going to be bringing to Diamond and Pearl is just them integrating a lot of the kind of quality of life and speediness of Pokemon Sword and Shield into these remakes, I think that's totally fine in of itself, considering how good and how great the post games of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl were, but also how slow they were in their original form. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, for me, Gen 4 came out in kind of formative years for me as a gamer, when I kind of grew past just playing, first party Nintendo titles and really diversified the kinds of games I was playing. Mostly centered around the release of the Wii, and shout out to Electric Playground, EP Daily, Reviews on the Run, Victor Lucas, and that whole production really got me more invested in this community and this hobby, this culture. And this was really a time where I got really into gaming. So Gen 4, Gen 5 for me were really formative in my experiences with Pokemon. So I'm really excited to get back into these because it's been such a long time since I played any of the Gen 4 games. So I'm very excited for that. For Arceus, I hope, like you said, I hope we get more of a deep dive. If it's coming out in January, I want a deeper dive into systems, mechanics. I don't really want story stuff, and I feel like they'll give us more than that than I'll actually want to see, which is unfortunate. But outside of those two games, I think we got Blissey announced for Pokemon Unite. I think we're definitely going to get another Pokemon announcement that's going to come out the same day as the mobile versions in September. So we know that the iOS, Android versions are planned for September from Pokemon Unite, and they'll announce a new Pokemon that's going to launch, and maybe it's exclusively, like similarly to how we got Zeraora with the launch of Pokemon Unite on Switch, we'll get another Pokemon that, as long as you log in on mobile before a certain date, you can unlock this Pokemon. I think that would be a really interesting way to get people to... I mean, for me, I'm going to have two versions of that game installed at all times, because to be able to play Pokemon Unite on my phone, it's going to be huge. Just to get my daily challenges in and that sort of thing. So I think, yeah, we'll get a new Pokemon announcement and a release date for mobile for Pokemon Unite. I'd love to see an update on Pokemon Sleep, but I don't think that's ever coming out. Maybe more DLC for Snap. And then I want something completely new, something completely unexpected.
On the subject of sleep, it's funny. I was going to joke at the beginning of this live stream, like, oh man, I hope we hear about Pokemon Sleep because that's what I need right now. I actually managed to get a pretty decent night of sleep. I actually went to bed really early last night. And so I'm actually like...
That makes one of us.
I'm actually pretty okay in that regard. But yeah, I do hope we do see some kind of update or acknowledgement on that. Even just an announcement of a cancellation, like with the Wii motion, whatever it was, the thing that you
but we never got a cancellation announcement of that vitality sensor, is the one you're thinking of, right?
Vitality sensor, yes.
Yeah, so I don't think we'll get that announcement. I think it'll just come out in like an interview at some point with Junichi Masuda or something, just saying, "Oh yeah, it's that's not happening anymore," which would be fine, honestly. I'm wondering though, for anyone who's here with us in either chat, what are you expecting out of today? What do you want to see outside of the stuff we've already kind of discussed? What are you expecting? What are your out of left field predictions? Let us know in the chats, and we can talk about them. But I'm also curious how they're going to handle competitive with the Diamond Pearl remakes being this year's game. Like, are they just going to switch the VGC battle format to Diamond and Pearl for next year? I think that'd be cool, because I don't think they'll do it in Arceus. But are you following VGC at all, Cozy? What are you thinking?
I used to previously be very deeply into the VGC scene, and then for a myriad of reasons, I ended up dropping out of it, partially because I had real weird anxiety being in the same room as the people I was battling, and either winning or losing to them. It was always kind of a weirdly uncomfortable experience for me. I've not really paid much attention to the VGC as of late. So can't really give any super big insights into it. I would expect that they'll probably stick with Pokemon Sword and Shield just a little bit longer, considering the relative recency of the last expansion to them, and that maybe we'll switch over to Diamond and Pearl in like early to mid 2022. Certainly there's no need to rush anything, what with the pandemic still taking its toll. If there's any time
I think the VGC's announced, at least for 2021 and maybe even for 2022, that they've suspended live events. So that would make sense to kind of stick with the existing format to avoid any additional like weird hiccups and bugs, since they've already shifted to this digital format for 2021. So, question in the chat from Dart Stridius. Gen 4 had a battle tower-like area, right? And I'm trying to remember, but I think Platinum had the Battle Frontier similarly, not quite to the same extent as Emerald, but it did have some sort of Battle Frontier, right?
Correct. Diamond and Pearl had just the Battle Tower, and then Platinum had the Battle Frontier, which was also present in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Right. So I'm wondering if we'll get, hopefully, because I know that was a big thing for the remakes of Gen 3 is people wanted the Battle Frontier. They wanted that back. And we didn't get it. So I wonder if they took that feedback and they were going to, flesh it out here, maybe. That would be really cool to see.
It was such a tease because you could visit the same island where the Battle Frontier was supposed to be located in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and they had a little diagram of what the Battle Frontier could typically look like. I'd have to imagine that if...
It was like a coming soon, right?
If ORAS had released during the Switch era, maybe they could have introduced the Battle Frontier via a free update. And I think...
Yeah.
I would not be surprised, actually, if they do that with this game, where the Battle Frontier is not available right away, and then they introduce it via an update. Because that's a update I would actually pay a premium for, because I actually really like those.
Yeah, I think that would be really... I mean, people would be upset that it's premium DLC, whereas in previous games it was included for free. But at the same time, I'm with you. The DLC they added to Sword and Shield added so much replayability in multiplayer. I mean, we played a bunch of it on stream here. That I would be happy to pay something like that for Diamond and Pearl, especially with them releasing this year and Arceus releasing early next year. If they're going with the same sort of 2-year release cadence of Pokemon titles, then maybe we will see... I don't think we'll see the DLC plan today necessarily for either the Gen 4 remakes or Arceus, but having something in the books would make a lot of sense for either or both of those titles, since it's 2 different teams working on it. OU Big Mad in my chat says he wants more shinies. And that actually brings me to another thing that I was thinking, and this is where I'm glad you're here, Cozy, because you're the Pokemon. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Just to be clear, by more shinies, does he mean like more alternate forms of Pokemon, more ways to obtain shinies? I'm a little bit unclear on what he's asking for.
Probably a bit of both. There's a laughing emoji there too, so I think people just love their shinies, and we've seen that with specifically with the release of Shining Fates, the Pokemon TCG set. People were addicted to getting those shinies, but I wanted to pose the question to you, Mr. Pokemon Go expert. The game recently introduced Galar Pokemon, right? To the game?
You can obtain a smattering of Galarian Pokemon. I was trying to say mainly and mostly at the same time, and it came out weird.
So you said both. It happens.
Mainly, it's like evolutions of pre-existing Pokemon. So, for example, like Obstagoon, who's an evolution of Zigzagoon and Linoon, who, obviously were originally available in Gen 3, or Sirfetch'd or Mr. Rhyme, for example.
So what I was getting with that is with the new Pokemon that they've recently introduced to the game, maybe we also get some sort of community day announcement for Pokemon Go, an update on how Go Day went in 2021, future plans. Again, listening to the community providing feedback, which they already did when they faced all that backlash over removing the increased, the perks they'd added for COVID, essentially.
I feel like it's a little bit too soon to specifically address that stuff. Although obviously I am looking forward to them, figuring out something there.
Yeah, maybe we'll just get a future community day announcement for some of these new Pokemon, or maybe a Gen 4 tie-in event, something like that. Darth Stridius again wants national decks up until Sword and Shield. I'd rather them just stick to the Pokemon that were available in Gen 4, to be honest. I think that was a lot of fun of just, you could move Pokemon from Gen 3 to Gen 4. So maybe once you get to a point, in the game, they'll let you pull in Pokemon from Bank, which I think would be okay. And then also wanting a full 4K Switch game, that would be lovely if Nintendo knew how to put out a 4K console. I think the art style of the games still lends itself pretty well to the existing hardware, and will probably look phenomenal on the OLED Switch coming out later this year, which I'm probably not going to pick up until I end up picking it up. But I think... I'm hoping that there will be some sort of add-on we can get to the Switch that'll enhance the visuals. So you don't necessarily need a new Switch, but you can get, like you're saying, OU Big Mad, an updated dock or something. But we'll have to wait and see if that comes to fruition or not. That being said, Cozy, anything like the graphics of these games is something that people are always debating on the internet, and it's not really fair to the developers because they're doing their darndest to get these things out. But are you expecting, like, when we see Diamond Pearl, when we see Arceus, that there's going to be like a substantial jump, or is the internet still going to be disappointed?
A couple of months ago, a small bit of footage from the Diamond and Pearl remakes made its way online. I don't remember how. I think it was part of like a larger montage of other Nintendo game footage, and the games looked better there. So I expect that both games will probably be much improved over the last time that we saw them, especially considering it was, one of the biggest talking points, particularly around Pokemon Legends Arceus. I don't expect that either game is going to look absolutely stand out, but I do think we will walk away from this being like, oh, these do look better to a degree.
All right, I'm going to switch over to my view that has the video, even though we don't have it going yet. We're 5 minutes from this event, and I'm so excited to see it. Let's get over here, and hopefully this all works out. Hopefully the YouTube gods like us enough to let this work.
Is only premiering in still 4 minutes from now, and when it's in the state where it's still yet to premiere, you can't really like maximize
can't
it
do
like
anything
a YouTube
with it.
video. So
yeah, Twitch, and they haven't gone live on Twitch either. So I'm wondering if they're going to keep this just to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had them both up just hoping we'd have a backup, but I think the backup might actually be the UK feed, because I think that was also a premiere that was available. But I kind of don't want to have them both up, but if I need to, I'll have it there just so I can switch over just in case.
Is it twitch.tv/Pokemon?
It is, but they're not live, so I don't think they're broadcasting it on Twitch.
I figure I
still have it open, but
I might as well have it open on my end as well.
I was using their broadcast from a few days ago just to test out my setup before we went live. So I was watching some VGC, which is why VGC kind of came front of mind when we were talking a few minutes ago. But we're like 3 minutes away from this thing. Oh my God. I'm really hopeful. I'm actually going to kill the music as well, just so we can focus.
This
is be pinpoint accurate on this Pokemon Presents presentation.
Supposedly, this is the longest Pokemon Presents presentation that we've had thus far. At 28 minutes long, it's like a good 8 minutes longer than any of the prior ones, it's real interesting because like supposedly there's not going to be any like major new big games revealed at this one. What with the Diamond and Pearl remakes and Arceus already announced. So
screw it. Announce Gen 9 coming late next year. Just do it. You madmen, but you'll do it. We'll see.
I wouldn't put Gen 9 as like a surefire prediction. I mean,
God, no.
Who knows?
No, they can't have 2 games coming out in the next 6 months and then say, oh yeah, by the way, next November, you're going to get the new full next gen or next generation of Pokemon. I don't think that happens, but hopefully this works out. So how are we going to do this with the premiere? Are we both, like, when it starts, we're just going to pause it, go to 0, 3, 2, 1, go? Or what are you thinking? Just going to hope it goes and I have to adjust all my audio on the fly? Like, what are we doing here, Cozy?
I mean, I have it set up right now
by the seat of our pants.
You won't hear the audio that I'm going to be listening to on my end, although Twitch viewers on my end will hear my audio. So yeah, I think we'll just reload it at the same time and hope for the best.
Okay. I hate these YouTube premieres too, because that's still on. If a major reveal happens, like I won't blurt out, oh my God, Arceus has a 3rd shiny form, like immediately after it happens. Like there will be like a 7-second rule. Well, hopefully we'll be in sync, and we'll be in sync with everyone here hanging out in both the Twitch chat on my channel and over on twitch.tv/PressYYZ. And fingers crossed. 60 seconds, Cozy. We're 60 seconds away from the stupid thing. I'm so excited.
Perpetually 60 seconds.
I don't care. It's close enough.
YouTube premiere page.
It's close enough. Oh boy, this is a great day. We got Marvel's What If. You can check out my thoughts on Disney Plus Us at some point, probably tomorrow, if we can get it recorded and done tonight after Press YYZ. Where we'll talk all about today's episode of What If T'Challa was Star-Lord. It was so good. If you have not, go watch it. Go check out Disney Plus Us once that episode goes live on your favorite podcasting service. So we got that. Yesterday we got the War for Wakanda expansion for Avengers. Today we got this. Oh my God, Cozy. This is just like a week of me. It's so good.
How far did you get into the expansion?
Like 2 or 3 missions. Oh, premiering shortly. Oh boy.
I actually managed to complete it on stream last night.
Yeah, I saw. I hopped over. I was lurking a little bit towards the end of your stream. I went and raided someone else because I figured you were going to be done shortly. And yeah, I'm curious to hear your thoughts once I finish it. If you mention it at all tonight, I might kill you, but we'll see.
Okay. Okay. Do you feel bad about?
I'm sure we'll talk about it.
Do you feel bad about lurking at the end and spoiling yourself to the fact that Black Panther has officially unveiled himself to be the Black Leopard?
Oh no, I literally clicked in as it was on your face and you were calling it a night.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
Thankfully I didn't spoil myself to that fact or any other facts there within.
Yeah, it was real weird.
I hope this works.
It's like, oh wait, you're naming yourself something new. Is it going to be like the Black Avenger? Is it going to be like the Black Shadow? No, just the Black Leopard. It's like, oh, that kind of feels like you should have thought your branding a little bit more at the beginning there if you were going to make such a lateral move, you know?
Just maybe. Oh, come on, start, please, start. There's only 154,000 people watching this right now. Oh, there it is. Yes. Oh, is this going to be another thing of like, oh yeah, it'll start in 2 minutes. Oh god, that's loud. It's loud for me.
Yeah, I turned down the volume a little bit on my end.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. Oh god, that's real loud. I had to turn it down quite a lot. Maybe there? Yeah, that looks right.
Is it it's stuck on the number 2 for you, right?
It just says 2, yeah.
I'm assuming that's 2 minutes.
But at least I can full screen it. I'm assuming it's 2 minutes. And yeah, I'm assuming it's 2 minutes. Oh, crud. Go. Ah, no, I hit a button. Why did I hit a button? Go back. Just trying to get rid of that bar at the bottom. It wouldn't go away.
Now it says 60. Okay.
No, mine still says 2. Oh, now it says 60. So I think yours is a bit ahead of mine.
I don't know why they changed it to just like read the full number and not like, you know, the number with the seconds next to it.
So I'm 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 30.
Yeah, we're about.
You said you were ahead of me, right?
4 seconds apart.
Did you want to pause yours and unpause it when I get to a certain number?
Yeah, okay, do that. Pause.
Okay. 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, okay. 19,
yep,
18,
we're good. We're
17. Let's go. 15. We got this. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. Hopefully they don't disappoint people.
Yeah.
I won't be disappointed. I'm hoping y'all really enjoy it.
No way for me to spoil Mitch of Arceus's 3rd shiny form.
Thank God. Oh, let's do this. Oh, man.
Man, what if they bring back question mark type?
Oh, now it's super quiet.
Yeah.
Today, I'm happy to share with you
it's
our
subtitled though, so
on a number of games. First,
I don't have subtitles on.
We'd like to share some news about Pokemon's first strategic team battle game, Pokemon Unite.
Yeah. Figured we're getting an update on this.
The Nintendo Switch version of the game has already been released, and the release of the mobile version has now been set for September 22nd.
Yep. Figured we were going to get a date on that.
Of the mobile version launch, pre-registration has begun today on the App Store and Google Play Store.
Nice.
Nintendo Switch and mobile
Let's do that.
users can play together in Pokemon
September 22nd is a Wednesday.
As many people as possible will be able to enjoy playing.
What if we did an episode of Pokemon, not an episode of Press YYZ in Pokemon Go?
For the mobile version, thanks to a special campaign happening now. We hope you'll all.
That's a cool outfit for Pikachu.
To the mobile release.
It's not quite there yet, which is kind of obvious given they just announcement.
With the Nintendo Switch version that has already been released.
Yeah, so now where's the gift for mobile version, which I predicted before this?
As a launch bonus.
What is it?
The Unite license can also be used in the mobile version by linking accounts. And finally, I'd like to give you all a preview of some of the Pokemon.
Okay.
Here you go.
Future updates.
I was pretty close.
Did you?
Ooh, Mamoswine. I didn't predict specific Pokemon.
Okay.
Mamoswine could be Unite. Have you been playing it all, Cozy?
I still have not yet been able to get to it. Honestly,
You definitely should.
I mean, Marvel's Avengers was a huge part of that because I really wanted to get the platinum for that game out of the way before the Wakanda update dropped.
And Sylveon. Very cool.
Yeah.
Look forward to more from Pokemon Unite in the future.
I've talked about this in the future, in the past. I got confused.
None of those being a launch exclusive for mobile.
What I appreciate about Pokemon Unite is that it's an opportunity for Pokemon like Mamoswine that previously have never really gotten the spotlight to, get an opportunity to be in the spotlight once more. It's not just like your Charizards and your Pikachus of the world. Yeah.
The puzzles have been refreshed with the addition of new elements.
I didn't expect them to update this game.
Last puzzle icons.
Did you play this at all, Cozy?
No. And I'm wondering if this kind of update
I did a little bit.
That would get me to try it.
Yeah, I played it a little bit when it launched.
Pokemon New to Pokemon Cafe Remix.
But I didn't really stick with it. It got a little too microtransaction-y for me.
Developing your staff Pokemon, so this renewed puzzle game is sure to be something that can be enjoyed for years to come.
You know what? If Pokemon Cafe Mix is your jam, you got Pokemon Cafe Remix.
Cafe Remix will open its doors this fall.
Yeah, so a bunch of updates on stuff we've already seen, which makes sense.
So they said Pokemon Cafe Remix. Is that a new SKU of the game, or is that just like an update / rebranding of it?
I think it's an update with a new name, from the sounds of it.
Dynamaxing is here. Signasuit Leon has arrived, and he's partnered up with Eternatus.
Okay.
With brothers Leon and Hawk to face Eternatus in the legendary event currently underway.
I really should have played more of this. I really enjoyed what I played of it.
I still see people on Twitter from time to time be like, oh man, there's a real cool interaction in this game that like canonizes something that people have held as fanon for a while.
Yeah,
which is cool, but
are returning at once, meaning players can
only so many games you can commit to.
Yeah, especially when they're these like ongoing games as a service, live games.
Special outfit as part of a Master Sync pair. N and his Pokemon are able to target all opponents with their attacks. Look forward to seeing N as well as other
Those are some words.
Anniversary Sync pairs soon. Then, starting in September, a new story arc unfolds.
Oh no.
Villainous organizations are stirring once more as the story takes a darker turn. You won't want to miss it.
Meh.
We have plenty
I will
of other
definitely miss it.
Exciting content planned as well.
Wow.
So come join us in celebration.
I mean, I'm glad people are excited for it. I mean, people enjoy it. It's just, it's not my cup of tea.
After this presentation, you can receive a present of 3,000 gems as our newest campaign begins. You won't want to miss it.
Well, here we go.
Called that one.
Pokemon Go, which is celebrating its 5th anniversary, will have Pokemon that were first discovered in the Galar region appearing in the wild. The Ultra Unlock Part 3 Sword and Shield event will begin on August 20th, 2020.
I feel like they already announced this though, didn't they?
Players can look forward to seeing Wooloo,
not 100%
and
certain
during the event. The legendary Pokemon Zacian and Zamazenta will also be appearing in 5-star raids.
Whoa.
It seems that the sudden appearance of Pokemon originally discovered in the Galar region.
I gotta find a new Pokemon Go group to play with where I moved.
Mythical Pokemon. Be sure to take part in these events.
Yeah,
and
they teased Hoopa during the second part of Pokemon Go Fest a couple of weeks back.
Makes sense.
Pokemon Go.
You know, it was a bit of a tease because people thought like, oh man, they're gonna make Hoopa catchable during the event, but unfortunately that did not come to pass.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond.
All right, here we go.
Shining Pearl games.
We're only like 6 minutes into this presentation. Oh, that video got loud.
Is the sound quality also kind of weird for you?
No, it's all right. It just got loud. Yay, Turtwig! AKA the best Gen 4 starter.
Chimchar, like, I think I used to slightly prefer Chimchar, but I think that when Chimchar was brought into the 3D realm, his animation made him look a little bit derpy in a bad way.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'm so ready for this game. I'm not sure I love the chibi art style, but I'm still gonna play the crap out of this one.
Graphics wise, seems like it looks better from last time.
I'm just jamming out to this music. This music is a bop. Weasel.
Hey.
Oh wait, are we getting follow Pokemon? Nice.
Oh,
looks like we're getting Pokemon following you again in the overworld. That's awesome.
I remember I always used to call Bonsly Bonsley. And then
I think everyone did.
Well,
until we were corrected.
Eventually, it was like, oh wait a minute, it's supposed to be a pun on bonsai, so logically it would have to be Bonsly.
Oh, Pokeball Breakers return. That'll be fun.
Oh.
That was a fun little Union Room. It's back. Yeah, we saw that in the previous presentation. The Style Shop. Okay.
It was really cool when they made it so that you could like make Pokemon's name appear when you threw it out the ball with the unknown stickers.
Yeah. Oh, it's like a rhythm game?
I'd imagine like a third of the contest will be a rhythm game, right? Because that's the way that they work.
And here we go. The Underground returns.
Nope, it's not my first time. All right, here we go. Wow, it's
touchscreen.
It's graphically almost exactly identical. That's pretty cool.
It looks great. Oh,
all right, here we go.
Wild Pokemon in the Underground. That wasn't in the original one, was it?
You had to do something or other in the Underground to get Spiritomb, if I recall correctly.
Yes, you had to collect an item or something from the Underground.
Yeah, and then they really simplified it in Platinum, because... Yeah.
Oh yeah, Team Galactic, baby. Let's go. Coronet, Lake Trio. Oh man, Gen 4 is such a good time. It's gonna be so much fun.
Gen 4 was a game that, like, to be honest, when I played it at the time, it didn't exactly hit the way that I was hoping it would, but like over time, it's actually become a game that I'm very nostalgic for.
Yeah. That reminds me, I gotta put in my vacation time at work so I can take off the launch day of this so I can play it all night and all day.
Oh yeah. Oh. I thought they were gonna transform.
No delay.
Or something.
November 19th. Pre-orders open up after this broadcast, so I know what I'm doing after this broadcast.
Alright.
Alright, so nothing groundbreaking, which is unfortunate, but you know what? It's still some great games.
Now just 3 months away. Let's review the main points of these revitalized games.
Okay.
After 15
Considering
years,
they got all the
Pokemon Diamond
mobile
and
games out at the
Pokemon
front,
Pearl
I suspect we're
have
probably
been
not going to get
reborn
a Pokemon Sleep
into
update.
Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and
Yeah.
Pokemon Shining Pearl.
I do still think we have enough time left in this presentation where there could be one more thing.
This
And it'll be
adventure
Pokemon
takes place
Sleep.
in the Sinnoh region, a land rich in nature with
Oh no,
towering
I saw the
outdoor
rock climb
landscapes.
rocks, so does that mean HMs are
As the
back?
protagonist,
Confirmed?
You'll adventure across the
I hope
region,
not.
catching wild Pokemon and making
I do
new
like
friends as you
the battle
strive to
UI of
complete
seeing more of your
Pokedex.
trainer, and they look like bigger
Along with
areas.
your partner Pokemon, you'll
More
overcome
akin to
the
what we
gym
got
leaders
in
of
Pokemon
each
Let's Go.
area and aim to
I
become
really
the
like the
champion.
battle presentation in those games, so it seems like we're seeing more of a return to that for these.
Of the Sinnoh region's myths, passed down through the generations, and unravel the truth behind their mysteries.
Gosh, I can't wait.
You know, I used to be a
Professor
big
Rowan,
HM
who
apologist,
entrusts you with a Pokemon.
but I think
He's a
I've definitely
famous
come around on that. I
professor
definitely
researching
much
Pokemon
prefer it
evolution.
when it's a Pokemon you can call upon at any
This
time.
is your childhood
Or it's
friend
just an
and
item.
rival.
That being
He
said, I
hones
was
his skills as
kind
a
of
Pokemon
disappointed by
trainer
how
through your
few
friendly rivalry.
like moments in Sword and Shield there were where you had to like
Mark is
solve
one
some
of
sort
the
of
gym
puzzle with the
leaders
help of a
you'll take on
Pokemon.
during your journey.
So
Yeah.
He uses rock-type
Yeah, that's
Pokemon.
understandable. I think to
Everywhere you look, Team
I don't know
Galactic
what
is
the
up
I
to
don't know. We'll see what they decide to do with it. Hopefully it's just not HMs coming back. Otherwise everyone's got a Bidoof in their party.
Cynthia is investigating myths about Pokemon.
I'm gonna say this right
She's a
here, right now.
mysterious person who shows
Chibi
up
Cynthia
at many
is going to be
points along
all
your
over
journey.
Twitter when this presentation is over.
Oh yeah. Even just that key art they just showed will be all over.
Features from Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl have been revamped.
Pokemon rhythm game. There you go.
games.
Pokemon on par with Kingdom Hearts. You heard it here. Pokemon better than Kingdom Hearts. We have a rhythm game.
I beat that game just before I did before I platinum Marvel's Avengers, and I need to get back to it.
There are also places down there called Pokemon Hideaways, which didn't exist in Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl.
Yeah, people giving me shit because
the Pokemon that appear in the
okay,
Pokemon
so the statues you
Hideaways
put in your
will
base.
change depending on which statues you have placed in your secret
That's
base.
cool.
It seems that some of the Pokemon living in the Sinnoh region
Interesting.
can only be found in this place. So
That'll be
sure
good too,
to
because
fully
we know in the
explore
original
grand
Diamond and Pearl games, it looks like they've
underground
expanded the
alchemy on
Pokedex.
surface of Sinnoh.
Because you could literally find 2 fire-type Pokemon. That was Chimchar
You can use
and
the
Ponyta.
stickers you collect
So it
on
looks like
your
they've expanded
adventure
that a
to
bit, which is
customize
good.
the effects that appear when Pokemon spring out of Pokeballs.
I love that they
such
brought
as
this back. Such a
confetti or
dumb little
fireworks.
feature,
By
but it's just so much
collecting
fun.
stickers at various locations along your journey and decorating with them, you can make your Pokemon battles even more fun. One new feature that was not available in Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl is the ability
Outfits.
to change your outfit. Wear your favorite styles on your adventure.
I mean, I'm glad they're doing that, but also, if that's the only thing they're adding that wasn't in the
In
original,
Super
other than
Contest
this,
shows, your
there's also
Pokemon
this
can
rhythm
dance to
game.
the rhythm of the music, proudly show off a contest move, and aim for a successful show. Cooperate with your partner Pokemon to
It's always weird when Pokemon spin without moving.
Or walk without
In
moving.
the Union Room, this release allows you to use not only local communication, but also
One of those
online
rooms in
communication to interact
Pokemon
with
Diamond and Pearl that I
traders all
definitely
over the world in
did not
real
use a
time.
lot.
Please enjoy
We used it a
and
bunch at
Pokemon
school
trades
when we'd
with
have a
many
few of
other
us that were playing,
trainers.
like, at lunch or whatever.
You can walk around with any of the
I am
Pokemon
glad that you've got
appear in
Follow
these
Pokemon back.
games.
That's great.
Enjoy
That's pretty
your
cool.
journey through Sinnoh together
Yeah.
with your
I really
partner
like that in
Pokemon.
both Let's Go and Heart Gold Soul Silver.
So,
Encounters with all kinds of
fun
people
fact,
and
like back in the
Pokemon
day,
and
my
the
parents were
mystery
very
behind
late
Sinnoh's
at getting
myths
Wi-Fi into
await
their
you.
household. And so whenever I wanted to trade something on
We
the
hope you look forward to
GTS,
starting
I would
an
have to go
exciting
to
adventure
like
with
this
new
one
gameplay
dip in that was a
features
few
in the
blocks
Sinnoh
away from my
region.
house. That was like the one place that had like free Wi-Fi I could just access. And
Yeah, I remember I bought the Nintendo Wi-Fi USB
Please
dongle
wait,
because
just
we didn't have a Wi-Fi
start
router in the house.
we bought that too, and it turned out that
But that's
it
not
was
all.
not compatible
A
with
special
our
Nintendo
Windows
Switch
operating
Oh
system.
no!
But it was compatible
I
with the
want
Windows
this.
with the Windows
Celebrate
operating
launch
system
games.
at my grandparents' house.
This special Nintendo Switch Lite is dressed up with art of the
I
legendary
like it,
Pokemon
and I want
Dialga
it, but I
and
don't
Palkia,
need
bringing
it.
to mind the special
Yeah, it's
Nintendo
also a
DS
Switch
Lite
Lite,
Onyx,
so.
Dialga and Palkia edition
Yeah, I
that was
know.
released
I don't
back in
need it, but I want
2006
it.
To align with the original game's launch. It will be available to purchase beginning November 5th, 2021. Look forward to it. Next, we have some information
All right.
for you about the Pokemon Legends arcade.
Comes out on your
game,
birthday,
which is
CTO. That's
being
awesome.
developed by
You thinking
Game
about
Freak.
picking it up, or are you just going to stick with your existing Switch? We got Cyndaquil, we got Rowlet, and we got Oshawott.
For a second,
I think it's
gonna
cool
be
that they
like-
went with Pokemon. I'm glad they went with starter Pokemon not available in Sinnoh because it adds credence to the, hey, these Pokemon aren't available in this region. Yeah, you'll be fine with your green Switch, I'm sure. I'm sure, CTL. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this presentation after because the premiere, like the YouTube premiere, is like pixelating and stuff for me.
Give me a
So
second.
I'm
It's
definitely
at-
gonna have to go back and watch this after.
Oh, I bumped up to 720, and it paused for a brief second, so we might be slightly out of sync. But
Okay, yeah, mine's just at auto, which is 1080-60, but it still has some artifacting and stuff. But goodness gracious, that's not a regular Stantler,
no, it's
is it?
not.
That Stantler has a beard.
No, it's like a regional variant.
So for Unite CTO, it's coming to mobile September 22nd, and future Pokemon will include Mamoswine and Sylveon. So you team Cyndaquil, team Rowlet, or team Oshawott in these games, or this game?
I feel like Oshawott might prove actually pretty useful late game if there are like mechanics where you can use your water Pokemon to surf on water. Plus, I like Samurott. You know, little known fact, has a samurai
What is that? A
sword.
Growlithe?
Yeah,
That's a growl. That's a new form of a Growlithe.
Yeah.
So we're getting Sinnoh variants. That's awesome.
And it's not very effective, which means it's part rock or steel type.
Yeah. That's awesome. So CTO's Team Cyndaquil, which is great because I'm going to be Team Rowlet because I love the typing, and the idea of a Grass Ghost type is really cool. Grass Ghost is one of my favorite type combos. It is a long time in the past, CTO. Oh, look, we're getting regional variants. This is awesome.
Oh.
So it's not just going to be Pokemon from Sinnoh, which is what I was expecting. What the heck? That's a Basculin? This is nuts. I love this. Rideable Stantlers. Gotta love it.
Actually, no joke, I caught a red Basculin in Pokemon Go for the first time like 2 days ago. And after I caught it, I was like, man, wish they could do something to this fish Pokemon to make it a little more useful, you know?
So CTO's got a point. Maybe they're evolutions, and that could be the case for Basculin or Stantler.
I mean, that
but it did say that was a Growlithe, so...
Right, that alternate Basculin, right, there he is. Like, that guy looks really huge, so... Oh, we can see a bit of the UI.
Like corrupted Pokemon?
They have a little icon.
This looks so good. Strong style. What?
It's like a fighting game.
Pokemon have different battle styles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that Growlithe. He's so cute. So it looks like you've got like rideable Pokemon similarly to what we had in Sun and Moon, because they have the harnesses on them and stuff. Oh my god! Oh my god! This looks so good. Oh my!
Yeah. One more reveal.
Oh, this look. Oh, I hope we get some cutscenes like this in the game. This style is so cool.
We could get a like Pokemon Origin style like animated miniseries even.
Oh man. Release date change? No. It's still coming in January. That is one hell of a birthday gift. No delay, Kyle. You're right.
That was the latest trailer.
That's surprising.
Pokemon Legends
and I want to be clear that, like, you know, earlier myself and a lot of people were predicting, oh, hey, this game could get delayed. This wasn't myself, and I would assume a lot of people being all doom and gloom about it. I think we were just being realistic, considering, you know, how many other games have been delayed in the pandemic.
I mean, my prediction before this was they wouldn't delay it, and they probably should have. So we'll see when it launches if that's the case.
We still have, like,
oh, it's not Sinnoh. It's not Sinnoh. It's Hisui. It's a new region.
Is it? Because, I mean...
Oh, maybe it's just a different name for the... It's in Mount Coronet, so it is Sinnoh, but it must have just been previously known as something else.
Well, I mean, it's sort of like how Tokyo was previously known as Edo, for example.
Exactly. Yeah, see this land of Hisui. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you're very right. Very right in that historical depictions. Yeah, no, CTO, yeah, it's a Growlithe ancestor, so we'll see... Okay, it's Jubilife City. Okay.
By the way, on the big building in Jubilife City, there's like a chimney that looks like Galarian wheezing, which is interesting.
Oh, it's the Galaxy Research Company.
The Survey Corps, which researches Pokemon.
That's interesting. So it's a...
the Galaxy team.
I wonder what that's a precursor to. They did not, CTO. They did not try to hide it at all.
It's like the Star Wars prequels where the clone troopers were originally on the good side.
And speaking of which, I finished the Bad Batch last night. It was real good. She looks like an ancestor of the leader of Team Galactic. She's got the same eyebrows and everything.
Commander Kamado oversees the entire Galaxy team. He's a dependable leader who has earned the unwavering trust of his team members. When the commander recognizes your knack for Pokemon research, he allows you to join the team and has you work as a member of the Survey Corps.
Oh my goodness.
The duty of the Survey Corps is to observe and catch Pokemon to shed light on how they live. Your survey duties hold the key to unlocking the true purpose.
Yeah, like
of
even the
your
name
adventure.
Celine,
And in
it's
the course of
such
your work, you'll
yeah.
visit various
it's
locations
such a
within
hint
the
at
Hisui
what was it,
region.
Cyril?
Your excursions
right?
outside
Yeah.
the village will begin by preparing at a base camp.
Yeah, you might as well be
At these
playing Ace
camps,
Attorney
you'll be
Chronicles
able
with
to
all
prepare
this
for your
history
survey
talk,
work by
CTO.
buying items or crafting new ones
Oh
from
my god,
basic
so you
materials.
craft them yourself. Oh, this is
In
great.
the Hisui region, you'll find that you'll be vulnerable to attacks from wild Pokemon. Take too much damage from their attacks, and you'll black out. So use caution when you're
So
out
wait,
with
you're
your
getting-
So they're gonna kill you.
When
You're
you've
getting
got
getting
hurt
attacked.
yourself?
You can return to a base
Yeah.
camp to rest up and
That's a
recover.
that's a first for the Pokemon
Once
series.
you've completed a survey
Yeah.
assignment, return to the village and report the results.
Like
to
there have been
whoever
hundreds of
requested the
anime
job.
episodes where Ash gets electrocuted or Brock gets punched by somebody. For
Like
flirting on
regardless of
someone.
the visual
Pokemon
quality of the
live
game,
all
this
over
looks
the
like it's gonna be a
place.
ton of fun.
Get close to them and aim carefully, then throw a Pokeball to try to
Yeah,
catch
we're all
them.
gonna die to Weedle, CTO.
You'll find that
Yeah,
not
Moody,
all
that the
species
new
of Pokemon
Growlithe looks
react
great. The
same way when
Stantler,
they
the
spot you.
Basculin, they
For
all look really
example,
cool. The
some Pokemon will
Braviary,
immediately flee.
these regional
They will
variants
look
are so
hide in
cool.
tall grass when you approach them. Aggressive
Jeez.
Pokemon, on the other hand, may need to be weakened in battle. There are a variety
I-
of
I'm
tricks
really
to
interested in
catching them all.
seeing like the weird playthroughs that people do of this game. Because like I can totally see people being like, "What can I beat the game entirely without any
Speed run
Pokemon?"
chat out
Battle
only.
will begin.
Yeah,
You'll find that a
or
single
yeah,
Pokemon
chat
will
it
get to
only.
act
Like, can I
multiple
like
times in a row,
get through the game
depending on
using
its
insane
speed stat and the
restrictions
moveset
that
it uses.
normally the developers
You
would
can
have never
also
thought
choose to
of?
have Pokemon use
Yeah, so
their
they do-
moves in two
so-
different styles,
Okay.
a strong style and agile
Oh my god, and you got
style.
the oh my
Using a
gosh.
move in the strong
This is
style will
crazy.
increase the move's power, but the
So it's
Pokemon's
almost
action
like an
speed will
action
be
RPG
lowered.
because you've got the action
Using
order
a
and stuff
move
like
in the
that, but it's
agile
still
style
got
will
the turn-based
decrease
elements to
the
it.
power, but the Pokemon's action speed will be raised. You'll find the strong style will come in handy when you see a chance to end battle with one
Dang.
powerful move.
Okay.
While the agile style
I'm down
is
for
great
this.
situations where acting multiple times in a row.
It's
will
going to
give
be
your battle
interesting to
strategy a
see
real boost.
whether or not
Use these different
this
styles as the
influences the
situation
direction of the
demands to
mainline
gain the upper
Pokemon
hand
games.
in
Because
battle.
people have been saying
I
for
hope it
years,
does.
people have been saying for years, oh man, we wish that the
When you
Pokemon
report the results
baseline
of your
Pokemon
survey
games got a
work to
bit of
the
a shake-up,
professor,
and
information
this is
will
sort
be
of
added
it.
to the Pokedex.
This is sort of it.
You can advance your research.
I wonder
and
if there's
fill
gonna be
in more
multiplayer.
information by doing things like catching Pokemon, seeing them use certain moves multiple times,
Yeah,
and
I
more.
don't know.
Seek out
I don't
and
know,
meet lots of
honestly.
different Pokemon
Oh my
to
god, this looks so
complete that
I'm
Pokedex.
so like I'm gonna take off the day this comes out, of course, because Pokemon Fanatic. That comes out the
Now, we'd
weekend of
like
my
to
birthday.
introduce some of the Pokemon living
So
in
my
the
whole
rich
weekend is just gonna be
natural
playing that game. It's gonna be so
environments
good.
that are spread out across the Hisui region.
Oh,
This Pokemon with distinctive
Oh, here we
antlers
go.
is
It's an
known as
evolution.
Weirdeer. Weirdeer
Yep.
evolves from a Stantler
Or-
that has managed
yeah.
to live in the
Yeah,
harsh
it said it
natural
evolves from
environment
Stantler.
of the Hisui region. It has strong
Okay.
ties with the local people, and it has been
Well-
treated with great care and respect in this land
Huh.
since ancient times. Garments made
You
with
were
the
right,
fur
CTO.
shed
We're
from
getting
its
evolutions
ears,
too.
tail, and legs are highly prized as warm winter clothing.
I mean, if there's a chance for Statler to get an
yeah,
evolution,
Basculegion.
Pokemon is
Basculegion.
It can swim with
Basculegion.
great power. Basculin that live in the Hisui region
Yeah,
can
another
evolve into this
evolution. You're right.
Pokemon if they become possessed
Couple
by the
new
vessel
evolutions,
souls
and
of
we're getting some other
Basculin in
regional
their
variants like
school that
Growlithe.
perished during their journey upstream. This Pokemon gains power from the
That's
souls
creepy, but I love
possessing
it.
Letting it swim on and on without
So is it like a
tiring.
water ghost
There
type?
are also Pokemon that can be found living in this land in forms that have
Mhm.
adapted to the environment of the Hisui region. This
Hisuian
Pokemon has
Braviary.
great
So no
majestic
Sinnoh
wings
forms, they're
like the
Hisuian forms.
form of Braviary. It comes to Hisui in the winter and can imbue its
I mean,
species with
Kyle,
psychic
it's Gen
power
4.
to
We're getting
generate
Gliscor. It's gonna be a
shockwaves.
good time.
I'm intrigued by the idea
This
that like
Pokemon,
these
which works
regional
with a
forms
partner,
only
is the
existed in the
Hisuian
past,
form of Growlithe.
and like
It is a
there's no way of
very
getting them
rare
into the
Pokemon
future
and
until they
appears to
inevitably
protect its
introduce like the
territory.
time
Hisuian
machine
Growlithe's
teleporter
soft fur
thingamabob
is
that
an
you'll get to
excellent
use in this
insulator,
game to
allowing it to
transfer
stay
your
active
Pokemon
and
into the
lively
mainline
even in
games.
this chilly
Into
land.
Pokemon Home,
The
yeah.
one
Yeah.
on its head is made of rock, but it breaks easily.
Yeah, so
Hisuian
actually, yeah.
Growlithe uses
Oh,
it
you mad bro
only when
earlier.
it
New
will have the
shinies. We're
greatest
getting new
effect.
shinies because we're getting new Pokemon.
The Pokemon
Yeah, I
Arceus
suppose
holds
so.
the key to this story.
I think
What
they'll come to the main
connection does
games
it have
eventually,
to your
CTO. They'll find a way to do it.
We hope you look forward to finding out on the day when you can finally
I'm
meet
still
the
surprised we
people
didn't
and
get a delay.
Pokemon of the Hisui region for yourself.
Again, there's still half a year to go. You never know.
That is true.
Those were our latest updates on these new entries.
should be
in
a
the
couple of
Pokemon
minutes
series.
left.
Pre-orders for Pokemon.
All right, I guess I'm pre-ordering
Arceus,
two Switch games
Pokemon
right after
Blue
this.
Diamond, and Pokemon Shining Pearl will become available on Nintendo eShop after this broadcast.
Yeah, I don't think they go through the trouble, CTO, of creating the new
We'd
forms.
also like to announce that support for these titles.
Oh yeah, there you go,
is coming
Pokemon
to
Home
Pokemon
support.
Cloud
So
service for Nintendo
presumably you'll be able to
Switch
take the new forms into Pokemon Home.
2022. Keep an eye on our upcoming
Let's
announcements for further
go.
details.
Right, CTO? Right?
As for the ranked battles that so many of you continue to enjoy,
Wow, I didn't think.
these will take
Mhm.
place
Well,
as
So they're
Cool.
leaving, yeah,
Pokemon
TCG
Sword
will
and Pokemon
stay in Sword and Shield,
We
which
hope
makes
you all
sense.
have fun participating in even
Or
more
VGC, I don't know why I said
competitive
TCG.
play in the future.
We don't have much time
That's it?
left for a final
Those are
announcement.
all the latest updates we can share
Come
with
on.
you today.
but we'll
Something.
We hope you're looking forward to all the exciting Pokemon adventures to come.
And to close
that's
out
it.
this presentation, we're going back to
that's
bed. And then
You might be. I
Pokemon
got to go to work. All right, Pokemon. Thank you so much for all of that. That was a lot. That was a lot. Honestly, it was what I expected, and I'm happy. Yeah, I wasn't expecting too much new, Moody. Maybe a one more thing moment, but I'm fine with what we got. Honestly,
Yeah,
I think that turned out quite well.
you know, they had announced so many of these games, leading up to this presentation, so it's not really surprising that it was a lot of updates on existing titles. Again, really shocked that Legends Arceus is not delayed, but we will see.
Yeah, I'm not skipping work, CTO. I told them I had an appointment, and my appointment was with Pokemon and YouTube. So that'll be it for me, Cozy. I don't know about you, but I'm going to hop out of here. I'm going to sign off. So I hope you have yourself a good day and you enjoyed the Pokemons.
All right, you go ahead and you do that, Mitch George. I actually don't have much else to say myself, so I think I'm going to be closing out today's stream as well. Take care, everybody. We'll be back with a new episode of Press YYZ later this evening.